Zimbabwe's government calls these collaborations smart partnerships or joint ventures. Some whites who were forced off commercial farms during the land reform program 20 years ago are coming back to work with black landowners.
Allowing other people who've got the money and the resources to partner us who've got the land has been just the best thing that has happened to us. Obviously, we work together well. We also, with the partnership, the good thing about the partnership is there's skills transfer.
2 decades after the government seized thousands of white-owned commercial farms, land, and who it rightfully belongs to, is still an emotive and divisive topic in Zimbabwe and other parts of southern Africa. Following Zimbabwe's land reform controversy when farms were seized from whites, Zimbabweans of all races are now cautious about land agreements. That's why those in these joint partnerships insist on legal documentation stating exactly how profits will be divided. Some Zimbabweans say the late President Robert Mugabe's land reform program was a partisan process that favored a few elites and left the country struggling to feed itself. Some of the land grabs were chaotic and violent, displacing the white farmers and their farm workers. The UN's World Food Programme warns more than 8 million Zimbabweans will not have enough food by December. That's roughly 60% of the population. Others believe land reform was necessary to give back land to black Zimbabweans, land that was taken by white settlers during the colonial years.
The land reform is irreversible and that it is over. What we now need is farmers to get back to their land, and there is a compensation team that is looking for resources in order to compensate for the improvements only on the land, not for the land itself.
So the state says it's going to pay more than $3 billion in compensation to whites who had their farms expropriated to resettle black families.
It's difficult for any creditor to lend you money when you have areas that you're actually failing to clear. So I think it's going to be very difficult for government to raise, unless government probably is going to impose taxes. But again, that will be difficult because we're already a highly tax-burdened economy.
People keen on running these farms as businesses again want guarantees from the government there will be no more illegal land seizures and property rights will be respected. But the country's constantly changing economic policies still make investors nervous. President Emmerson Mnangagwa keeps saying Zimbabwe is open for business. The international community and the locals are watching, waiting to see if that is indeed true. Haru, Mutasa, Jazeera, Mashonaland East Province, Zimbabwe.